So, this is going to be showing you a recording of a phone call to the police assistance line yesterday. So, I spent all day trying to sort out getting the car towed. Now, originally I was like, fuck it, while I was all raging. But I was like, reality is I need to just get it to the destination I was going to, drop it off like right near them. Because I didn't want to have to deal with people contacting me to get it towed and all that drama when I'm not near it. So I remembered, hang on a sec, I've still got insurance and roadside. I'm not going to cancel that until the car's gone. Because I've got, the video showing what I did. So, as we all know, I've called the police assistance line and they just wouldn't put me through. But I've had police contacting me. So what's actually happening is when I do finally speak to a police officer, they're lovely. They read all the notes on the file. They write a report and it gets added. But all the times that I'm calling the police assistance line, they won't put me through. They won't leave a note and they won't send anything through to the cops. And they're just being dicks about it. That's why I actually started recording this call. And you can see that I'm just getting so worked up. And this is exactly why I can't deal with the fucking system. Aren't they meant to put notes when I call? Like, after this call, would you be required to put a note about it?
No.
But how come they told me that I would and that they're passing it on to the police and then if that's not the case?
So who have you spoken to? Have you spoken to us?
Yeah, I ended up having to call 000 because one... I'm just going to pause there because that's where it says the police station that I was trying to get hold of. There we go. No, I've been speaking to the police because they're calling me because they're not getting the messages from the assistance line and they've thought that, wondering what the hell's going on because people keep reporting the car. But I keep calling you guys back up to pass on the message to the cops. But everyone's just going, yeah. Like, you're the first person to tell me that that's not even a thing that happens. Like, I'm about to have a friggin' meltdown over this just because they didn't tell the truth. Like, how do I get through to a police station if you guys don't put me through?
So someone's already rang you today.
Yeah, I've already told her this so many times. And I'm like, they are freaking out because they keep getting reports about the car. And I keep saying, I called. Just going to pause this for a sec. You'll notice it came in like the call was already going. I told her everything, just like I told the police assistance line everything I did to the car, all about the channel, which is on my file. So the police assistance line aren't going in and checking all that and listening, putting any of it on. So all the stuff that I told them about what I did to the car wasn't put on there. And then you're going to hear later that the police just wrote on the report that it's run out of fuel. That's it. Like, fucking listen, motherfuckers. No one's passing anything on to them.
So the notes we've got from the 17th, I've just found the report.
From a
the
cop.
notes we've got from the 17th is the vehicle's being repossessed.
Yep.
It's ran out of fuel.
Yep.
And you'll be not returning for it.
Yeah, and I've been trying. See, they just said that it's run out of fuel and I'm not returning for it. I fucking told her everything and told her that I actually slashed the tire, beat the shit out of the car, everything. I get towing, and then there should be another note saying she's getting it towed, and then there should be another one saying that it's when it's getting towed, and there should be another one.
So then today,
yeah. Yeah. So there are
the vehicle to be moved by yourself
towing.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, so that's when I called again to say I'm organising the tow. But now they're telling me they won't tow it.
Why? Because you can't pay for it? Or?
No, it's all through my what's it called? Roadside. They won't tow.
So the vehicle's insured?
Yeah.
Okay, well, there's no reason why it can't be towed.
They wouldn't. They refuse. Exactly. I've been spitting with them about it. I ended up telling them to F off.
They actually tow smashed up vehicles. You can't tell me that a tow truck won't take the vehicle because it's got a smashed window. That's crap.
It is crap. That's why I'm pissed off and I don't know what to do. And See, she didn't even believe me what I'm trying to tell her. Going around in circles. I'm not lying. They are the ones that said that. I've tried to organise it.
You need to ring your insurance company back and organise them to do it.
I've been trying to do that. They won't do it.
Okay, so
Can I please speak to the police? Because I know you're not going to leave a note, and I'm really sick.
Chloe, listen to me. This is your problem, not a police problem.
No, but they've been communicating about it because they need to know what's going on and they want to communicate about it. They're trying to talk to me about it. Hear this woman's attitude? Like, I'm trying to tell her, I know you're not going to put a note. Can you please just put me through to the cops? I am sick. And she's like, this is your problem. I've been trying to tell her going around and around that the police are contacting me and want to know what's going on, and she just would not fucking put me through.
So what I'm looking at here is that the vehicle's going to be repossessed, so you don't care about it.
No, but I still need to get it off the public road and do the right thing. I'm trying to be responsible.
Okay, and then the note says today vehicle will be moved by yourself by tomorrow.
We already went over those.
Trying to get it towed.
She keeps just going over the same fucking notes and just not listening to me. And then that's now what I'm telling you is that they won't tow it.
On the 17th, you said it was being repossessed anyway.
No, because I'm getting it back to the people who I've got the lease agreement with on it, so it's getting seized. I'm trying to get it back to where I got it from.
Where are you at the moment?
Out in the bush. I'm out in the bush, nowhere near it. I live in a caravan. If you read that, I've got a major fear of police. I've got agoraphobia, panic disorder, and trauma to the nines.
You need to pipe down a bit. Stop raising your voice at me.
I'm in a trigger and I'm scared, and you're not even respecting what I'm trying to say to just put me through to the cops. Fuck off. That woman, that's why I can't deal with the system. I started off just asking her to put me through to the cops, and she just wouldn't. And that's when I started recording it. And we just kept on this fucking loop. She just wouldn't put me through. So in the end, I've actually gone through a billion fucking channels, and I ended up finding a constable who's at the station near where my license of my address is, which is also nowhere near the car. But she organized and had something put on the car to say that, like, so that I don't keep getting harassed. Now, every single day the police were going to the car. It's right outside a business and some roadworks where people have been there every day seeing it, and nothing's happened to it. So we have a video knowing what I've done to it. The police didn't even acknowledge that anything was wrong with it aside from the petrol being out. But I know that if anything else has happened to the car, I actually sent a text message yesterday afternoon after that phone call to the person who I have to return it to with the agreement. Now, my next video about the car is going to be showing you the text I sent and the mechanical report. Obviously not with anyone's location or details or contact or who they are or whatever and where it is, but to show you why I'm spazzing out and when I sent that text and why, because I'm preempting that they're going to maybe be mad and try and maybe do more to the car and then say it was me or act like it, it got attacked by some eshays or something, but it's been sitting there safely all these days. So if it suddenly has just happened now after they get the text, it would be a very big coincidence. You know what I mean? I just feel like they're going to be milking everything. Like, it was only last night I was laying there in bed and I went, oh, fuck. Because I totally remembered there was a bag of rubbish in the back of the tray of the ute. And I'm like, did that fly out of the ute? I don't remember seeing it in my rage, right? So then all these things went through my head like, oh, fuck. Like, it could still be there. What if a possum gets it and it's just everywhere, or some bogan thinks it's funny and just attacks it and does, like, trashes it. Whatever happens, if they're going to think it's me. But the reason why that one bag of rubbish was there, I wasn't trying to pull what my mum did and be a dick. Yes, I had no intention of cleaning the mud and the dirt, and I wasn't going to, and I didn't. But I did get my empty bottles and serviettes and paper bags that I had in the front door of the car and get my human rubbish out, because for me there's a line. I wasn't going to go to the effort of cleaning the mud, but I'm not going to be a pig and leave all my human rubbish in there. So actually, the day before, when I was going around filling up my jerry's, I emptied all the rubbish from my actual car. But the reason there was a bag of rubbish in the back of the ute, which totally fucking forgot about, was they also got $6 worth of car wash coins. Because at the car wash, there's a dog wash, and I still had those coins left, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna use these because I'm taking Sadie to the beach for the last beach, and we were gonna get so fucking sandy and dirty at that beach. So I was like, this is a brilliant opportunity. Take her to the beach, use my last 6 tokens at the dog wash to clean her, and then while I'm there, they've got heaps of bins, and that's quite often if I have 1 or 2 bags of rubbish, how I'll get rid of them so I don't have to go to the tip is I'll go to like a car wash because they've got heaps of bins, and I'll literally just empty out all the rubbish in my car into their bins. And sometimes if I've got 1 or 2 in the ute tray, like a bag, I can just chuck it in because it's no big deal. And that was the plan. But because all that came on and I pulled over at the side of the road, we didn't even make it to the fucking beach. Didn't even think about anything else that was going on. So I've left the 6 tokens in there and forgotten about the rubbish in the back. So I don't know if that rubbish in the back was even still there. Someone might have taken the tokens. But if not, worst case scenario, they're going to have $6 that they can actually use at the car wash to vacuum the car. And while they're there, that one bag can just go boom into the bin. But it's how people think and how things look. When you're already spazzing out going, I don't give a fuck, and I'm not going to wash the mud, it'll be easy for them to think that was a dick move and intentional. So that's why it's made me annoyed and paranoid about that. But then I do realize that's my trauma brain getting like worked up, and I'm like, okay, fuck it. For all I know, that bag flew out while I was driving, or has been taken out since, or and if not, then it's just like I just have to fucking deal with it. It's like whatever. But dealing with that police assistance line, I can't do it. I can't. That's me dealing with the system all the time.